Hey, what's up guys, TheCampingRusher here. Welcome back everybody to another Fortnite video. Today we got quite a bit to go over. All the changes, and there are a couple little ones you may not know about for the new content update that came out this morning, and then just a bunch of random stuff. So first, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, touch that like button for me if you enjoy these videos. Support a creator code TheCampingRusher. If it's not me, at least type somebody in there. Don't let it go to waste. One other thing, it kind of pertains to the schedule. I should have a video up tomorrow. Then I'm going to the hot springs for a few days, taking a couple days off from school, from YouTube. So one, probably won't be videos for Thursday and Friday, but on top of that, I'm gonna start using my Instagram again. So if you're slightly at all interested in my life outside of YouTube, because I don't really talk about it or share it much anywhere, I'm gonna be posting photos once in a while. So if you want to follow me, link in the description. All right, let's do it. So let's start with all the changes, right? Why not? And first, there's two limited time modes. The gameplay you're seeing is the new mode, Drifting. It's pretty fun. The drift boards are fun. They're hard to get the hang of. It took me a few games, but once you get the hang of it, again, good time. And I snowboard real life. Where I grew up, there's like a hill 30 minutes away, so both my parents had cabins up there. I snowboarded a lot. So it feels like that, right? Obviously, I'm not doing this crazy stuff on the real slopes, but it's a fun time. So jump in there. It's 2 teams of 32, and if you're playing it, just get a red drop. Don't even go loot anything else. Just go for a red supply drop. You'll be fine. The catch game mode is also back. That's the one where you have only grenades. And again, two really fun, unique game modes are both active right now. I highly suggest playing both of them, trying them out. So here are the changes. Again, there's some slight ones. First, the drift board is in normal modes, all right? Boost past the competition with electrifying speed. Loot and revive downed allies, all without ever getting off the drift board. So you can loot while being on this thing, which is nice. Building is not possible while on the drift board, can be found scattered all around the map. So I don't know the spawns or anything like that, but and I haven't played normally yet with them. Again, they're a good time, and they're fairly fast to get you out of storm situations. Here are the changes you may not know about though. Reduce the availability of balloons from floor loot from 1.08 to 0.73. Reduce availability of gliders from floor loot 1.85 to 1.2, and reduce availability of dual pistols 1.39 to 0.66. So you're going to be seeing less of all these things. I don't think that's a bad thing, especially balloons and gliders. Yeah, I don't end up using those too much. I'm not sure if you do. And dual pistols, they're fine, right? I prefer the SMG just due to the pullout time for the pistols, but yeah, just decreases in loot spawn there. Other than that, there's not many changes. There is some changes to creative, but again, nothing really at all. I'll link the patch notes down below if you want to read further, but that's all the changes we had this week. No balancing, anything like that. First content update without any type of balancing. Now let's update you on the cracks, the faults, where we're at, and there's a huge one today. First one is right here. Where is this? Oh, right near Loot Lake, right? Yeah, north of Loot Lake. So again, massive one. I don't always show the pictures, but I thought I would for this one, because it's just so big. And again, if you missed yesterday's video, check that out. We went over all of the faults. 21 out of 25 of the faults have been found, and we know the location of them. So if you're at all interested in that, it probably has some hint towards Season 8, what areas are going to get affected. That's usually what these type of pre-season ending little mini events mean, right? Wherever, any area that's getting affected, it's probably going to get changed drastically for Season 8. So there's a lot of different spots. So on top of that, the bridge between Lazy and the block has actually collapsed now. So I showed you via a playground bug a couple days back that this thing was going to go down, and lo and behold, a few days later, it's gone. It's split right in half, man. I mean, just added effect, right? Added effect to what they're trying to do, and yeah, good on them, man. Now this is an interesting one. Epic Games is suing the Norwich Fortnite Festival organizers. So what was this thing? Well, it was called Fortnite Live. That's what they referenced it as. It was scheduled for the 16th and 17th of February. And the organizers were Exciting Events, so that's the company, I guess, who apparently called it the Ultimate Fortnite Battle Royale and promised that it would include crazy competitions, awesome activities, and much more. However, and on top of that, I guess a single ticket costs $22. Wristband costs 22. Actually, that's euros. Sorry, so more than that for USD. In other words, the full charge was a whopping 42 euros per person. So it's pretty expensive, man. And it ended up being a total disappointment. And families have hit out at a video game festival with depressing attractions that left kids in tears and parents demanding refunds. So this thing would just, it was horrible. But on top of that, there was no permission from Epic Games to host this event, and it was completely themed after Fortnite. So weird that they did that. And Epic literally had nothing to do with it, but they're receiving some backlash because of this, because it's assumed that Epic, was backing this in some way. So Epic told Eurogamer here, the quality of our player experience is incredibly important to us, whether it's inside the game or at official public events like last year's Fortnite Pro AM. Epic Games was not in any way associated with the event that took place in Norwich, and we've issued a claim against the organizers in the High Court of London. So they're filing a lawsuit on these guys, and from reading this, rightfully so, right? It sounds like this is justifiable, and I'll keep you up to date on this. I'm sure they are going to find some success with this, because again, why I don't know why these guys thought they could do this without getting in trouble. Who knows what their plans were, but I'll keep you up to date. Kind of interesting stuff there. Next, a little map change here. The block has quickly changed to the tank location that I told you about I guess that would be 5 days, right? 5 days ago or so. It's called Colossal Compound by Errol Leon. And yeah, you can see it there. The tank is massive, just like we anticipated. Very cool looking. And I haven't checked it out yet, so I'm not too sure. The locations can be very good, very bad. It's kind of all over the place, but I like it. It's a fun feature that keeps the map fresh at all times. Now, regarding, there's been an issue. One of the skins has been temporarily disabled, and it's on mobile. The Marshmallow outfit has been temporarily disabled on mobile due to an issue, and this is the screen you get. So if you own the Marshmallow skin, you're trying to play on mobile, don't worry, it is gone for now, but you should be getting it back. I don't know what the issue is, but yeah, that lock screen, you'll be all right, man. Hang in there. Now, this is a big one. This isn't really news, but it's a big debate going on for you console players versus PC. The classic controversy competition here. And let me just read this post to you, and I'm sure many of you players will understand this. I'm in Contenders Division, and 90% of my lobbies are PC players. I get Epic wants the game to be cross-platform, and I'm fine with that. What I'm not fine with is me going against players who have 200 frames and have all low settings, making the game much easier to see. Fighting someone in a box or in a building on PS4 Pro is impossible since the game has epic shadows and motion blur. We should also be able to turn VSync off because that has input lag. We should have options to turn these features off. It would make the game more fair, give more stable FPS, and reduce input lag. And I totally agree here, man. Like, I don't know, because we have the option, right? If you don't know, on console, you guys, like, your games are much darker, right? You have those epic, and I don't play on epic settings. There's a certain setting configuration that allows you to see a greater distance, point out people easier, and you can argue that's a huge advantage, and I would agree. So there's been a few posts on this because some of the comments are saying, man, they're not going to respond. I've already tried this. And I don't really see why. If someone can enlighten us why they wouldn't allow for console players to make this change, there must be some type of reason. Because why wouldn't they? Why I just can't put my finger on it. So let me know. I'll drop a heart or whatever if there's a reasonable explanation so we can be enlightened. But I feel for you guys. I mean, coming from a PC player, I think that's huge. I switched my settings when I was practicing for the TwitchCon event that I miserably failed at when I went. And it was horrible, man. Like, I switched my settings. I ended up stopping. Like, I barely even played and practiced. I switched my settings so I could practice for the event. I ended up not even practicing, and then I did worse if I probably just stayed on my normal settings and played my normal amount. So I feel for you. Hopefully they respond and we get some feedback on this. Finally, kind of an exciting one here, and that is one of the popular skins Love Ranger, there's been a female version of the skin found. It's hidden within an announcement. All right, and we can kind of make it out here. It's from ATFN Fortnite. Love Ranger girl variant found in the Fallen Love Ranger announcement. What do you think? Here's a photo of it. And again, you can kind of see the hair. You can see she's got I don't want to say like Greek or Roman. It's got kind of that vibe, right? The statue vibe, which is what the Love Ranger is. So again, I would not be surprised if they released a female version of this skin. It's a great skin, popular skin. They just did the Fallen Love Ranger. Why not keep building on that pack and add this one in? I would purchase it, but we do have some encrypted skins in the files. Keep in mind that just aren't able to be leaked. So this could be one of them. Expect to see it at some point. Thanks everyone for watching. That's all I got for you today. If you enjoyed, make sure to touch that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, or you just forget to hit subscribe and you tune in every day anyways. I'd appreciate it. Support a creator code, TheCampingRusher. Take care. Talk soon. Good.